Hello everyone, welcome to my class. I'm your teacher, Mr. YouTube Man, and today we're going to be covering focus. I'm not going to go into boring details, I'm simply going to give you a basic idea of each focus school, what it's generally used for, and which nodes you should focus on first. Okay, so let's get right to it. Up first we have the Madurai focus school. This is generally used for big operator burst. Even the base node, Phoenix Talents, increases your physical and operator damage by 30%, but that is nothing compared to Void Strike. This makes your operator's first ability consume all of your operator's energy and in return grants you 10% bonus damage for every percentage of energy consumed for 8 seconds. Meaning that if you use your operator's first ability while at full energy, you get 1000% bonus damage for 8 seconds. Now this does have a 40-second cooldown, but it also carries over to your Warframe. Additionally, we also have Power Transfer, which on transferring to an operator gives you 100% amp critical damage for 20 seconds. So basically, this is the focus school you use when you want to nuke the living hell out of Eidolons and Void Angels. Just make sure you max out Void Strike first. In at number 2, we have Naramon, which is the melee focus school. Some notable nodes here are Killer's Rush, which gives you up to 50% bonus crit chance for your melee weapons for 40 seconds when you do a finisher or initiate a finisher with your operator. Affinity Spike for up to 45% more melee affinity from melee kills. But by far the most important one is actually the base node, Power Spike, which outside of initial combo provides the best combo sustain in the game, because it makes your combo decay by 5 hits at a time instead of depleting completely. Now, while there are other things that the Naramon Focus School can do, the combo sustain is by far the most important one, because it allows you to not run dexterity arcanes or combo sustain mods on your melee weapon. So if you're a big melee player and you want an easy way to sustain your combo counter, just max out Power Spike. In at number 3, we have Unaru, which is basically the anti-armor and anti-shield school. To help you deal with armor, it provides you with Caustic Strike. This is going to be your operator's second ability when you choose Unaru, and it provides instant, permanent, and area of effect armor strip. Even better than that though, you can make Caustic Strike spawn Unaru Wisps, which will seek out the nearest ally, which includes yourself as well, to increase their operator damage by 100% for 20 seconds. And for shields we have Magnetic Flare, which creates a field with an 8-meter radius that disables the shield of any enemy that walks into it. This is an absolutely fantastic focus school when you need help dealing with enemy armor or shields. In at number 4 we have Aarin, which is the focus school I use the least, but it still has some cool stuff in it. Mending Unity, the base node, increases your affinity sharing radius by 25 meters. The baseline for affinity sharing is 50 meters, so this is 50% more, which isn't too bad. But a somewhat more important node here is Guardian Shell, which makes your operator's first ability into Iron Skin with a 4-second invulnerability up front, and Void Snare, which makes your operator's second ability into a Vortex Grenade that groups enemies together. You can also get instant revives with Aarin as well as a bit of healing, but for the most part you're either going to use it for the increased affinity sharing radius, the crowd control, or the invulnerability. And finally we arrive at Zenic, which is the caster school. The base node Energy Pulse makes energy pickup restore 50% additional energy over 5 seconds, and then you get Wellspring, which is essentially Energy Siphon on steroids. It creates a well on the ground for 8 seconds that grants 5 energy per second for 30 seconds to anyone that runs through it. Additionally, the Wellspring can be empowered by casting Wellspring in it again, which will make it significantly bigger and also grant 20% power strain to anyone that stands in it. You can get some extra funky damage from things like temporal shots as well, but in general you use Zenic for casting. Zenic is absolutely tremendous. It allows you to generate and sustain energy on most setups with no other investment. A setup would have to be extraordinarily power hungry to not sustain on Zenic alone. So you don't have to waste mod space on things like Energy Siphon, Rage, Hunter Adrenaline, Equilibrium. You can use whatever mods you want. It's why Zenic has always been so popular. It's just really good. Just make sure you go for Wellspring first. So that's pretty much the TLDR on focus schools. If you want to know more, I have a very easy life hack for you. It works 100% of the time and it's quite simple as well. Read tooltips. And as always guys, I thank you very much for watching and I want to extend a special thank you to all the channel members as well. Thank you very much guys, I really appreciate your support. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye.